Alright, so we had the Red Power movement, and the Red Power movement was the Native Americans' civil rights movement. The Red Power movement happened during the 1960s and 1970s, when the Native Americans started this movement to regain their land back and to earn the same rights that all Americans deserve. A few people like Vine Delora Jr. and N. Scott Momaday wrote books to express their views. Many natives fought in court for their land that had been taken from them. Although most of them lost the trials, the public awareness of the issue was risen from them. Some Indians formed groups such as AIM, or American Indian Movement. On November 1969, a large number of AIM members occupied Alcatraz Island. They didn't give up until June 1971, when the government gave money to the Bureau of Indian Affairs. At another time, an Indian caravan called the Trials of Broken Treaties went to Washington, D.C. to try and convince the BIA to accept the document called 20 Points. In the document of 20 points that the Indians had formed, the Indians didn't ask for anything but the return of the treaties that had been negotiated between the Indians and the government. The 20 Points document was ignored after millions of dollars in damage to the BIA facilities. After these few attempts, and many other attempts, it wasn't until the 1980s that the state and federal government recognized tribal sovereignty and Indian self-determination, although Indians were allowed to open high-stakes bingo and casinos on their reservations because of the results and their actions at the BIA, Alcatraz, and other smaller events.
Ay, 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 ay.
What are you doing here, punk?
What do you mean, man? I can fish here just as well as you.
Only white people can fish right here.
Why can't I fish here?
Because you're Indian.
Why?
Because of the color of your skin.
Why does that matter?
I don't care, man. Get out.
Why?
Hey, what are you doing here, punk?
What do you mean, man? Why you gotta ask me that?
Only white people can fish here, boy.
Why can't What?
Man, it's Mexican.